Good morning, dear students.
Good morning, sir.
How are you all?
Fine, sir. What about you?
I am also fine. Thank you. Very good. So, what's the date today?
Today is 25th, sir.
Very good. 25th. Subject. Economics. Please do not make noise, students.
Okay, sir.
Topic poverty. Subtopic. Okay, today we are going to deal. So, okay, dear students, before we move to the next topic, I would like to ask you some questions. Okay, so what did we discuss in the last class? Do you remember?
Yeah, we discussed something about how social scientists look at poverty.
Yes, you're correct. Very good. Yes. So, can you give some more on that? Some more points or anything like to give? You remember something?
Yeah, how they look at poverty. In that they, explain about the illiteracy and all, then malnutrition.
Yes. Okay. So now I can guess, but just I would like to show you some bullet points through the PowerPoint presentation. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me remove this. Okay.
You will show us video, sir.
Yes, I will show you some PowerPoint presentation. Okay, let me make it bigger for you.
Okay, sir.
Okay, is it visible, students?
Oh, fantastic, sir.
Okay, let me make it bigger for you.
Yeah, okay, sir. Yeah,
Okay,
very nice, sir.
so these are the actually points. So social scientists include these points. So dear students, illiteracy, malnutrition, healthcare, job opportunities, safe drinking water, excluded from public facilities. So, according to social scientists, if a person is deprived of these facilities, they are called or considered
Poor people.
yes, poor people. Okay. So, I gave you some examples with regard to excluded from the public facilities. Do you remember?
Yes, sir. Something, but not exactly.
Okay, so you can express to the whole class.
Yeah. You spoke something about the drinking water. The government provides the drinking water facility for the citizens, isn't it?
Yes, you're
So,
right. Very good.
Yeah. So, especially those who are poor, they are actually are excluded to have access to that drinking water. And rich people, they actually dominate and they want to take first. And then the poor people are simply, they are excluded, they are pushed back.
Yes, very good. So this is enough. Okay, so you have you remember what we discussed in the last class. So now let us move on to the next topic, that is poverty line.
Okay, sir.
So is it visible, students?
Yes, sir,
You
very
can
much.
see now. Okay. So poverty line. So could you please read?
Yes,
One of
sir.
you?
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Yes. Poverty line. At the center of the discussion on poverty is usually the concept of the poverty line. A common method used to measure poverty is based on the income or consumption levels. A person is considered poor if his or her income or consumption level falls below a given minimum level necessary to fulfill the basic needs. What is necessary to satisfy the basic needs is different at different times and in different countries. Therefore, poverty line may vary with time and place.
Okay, thank you, Neeraj. So, okay,
Okay, sir.
so first sentence says, whenever we talk about poverty or discuss about poverty, we talk about actually poverty line. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so poverty line means there is a minimum level of requirements of a particular country for a person to have those basic needs. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
if that person is not able to have those basic needs, or we can say income or consumption, then he is below poverty line. So so next sentence says a common method used to measure poverty is based on the income or consumption levels. That means we can measure poverty based on his basic income of a person or consumption levels. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I told you like what is minimum level. Okay, like minimum level there is basic requirements for a person to survive. Okay, and that also varies from country to country, place to place. Okay, so let us move to another slide, another paragraph. Okay, so here you see, students, please pay attention.
Yes,
okay,
sir.
so each country uses an imaginary line that is considered appropriate for its existing level of development and its accepted minimum social norms. For example, a person not having a car in United States may be considered poor. In India, owning of a car is still considered a luxury.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. So here we see, as we discussed in the last paragraph, that poverty line differs, or basic requirements of a person differs from country to
Country.
yes. So here we see, to understand better, it is in the chapter it is given that if in United States, if a person is not able to have or not able to buy a car, that means he is considered
Is a poor
a
person.
poor. Yes. Whereas in India, if a person affords to buy, then he is
A rich man.
rich man, is above poverty
Poverty line.
Okay, so this is what a poverty line means. Poverty line differs from
Country
countries
to country.
country. Yes, very good. So let us move to another paragraph. So while determining the poverty line in India, a minimum level of food requirement, clothing, footwear, fuel and light, educational and medical requirement, etc. are determined for subsistence. These physical quantities are multiplied by their prices in rupees. So dear students, here to have all these okay, all these physical quantities means okay, food or clothing or footwear or fuel and light or good or to have education or to have like good treatment in the hospitals. What you need? You need price. You need money. If you don't have money, do you think you will have all these facilities?
No, sir.
Very good. So you will not have. That is why all these are requirement or basic needs for India. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So let us move to another paragraph. So you see here, the present formula for food requirement while estimating the poverty line is based on the desired calorie requirement. So calorie, what do you understand, students? Calorie means? Okay, no problem, I am here to help you, okay? So that means a unit of energy that is
Sure.
required for a person, okay? So you see here, food items such as cereals, pulses, vegetable, milk, oil, sugar, etc. together provide these needed calories. The calorie needs vary depending on age, sex and the type of work that a person does. So dear students, here we see all these items, okay, all these items, cereals, pulses, all these items, what do they carry?
Calorie.
Yes, calories. So and that also calories no is needed. Calorie is differs from age to age. Means if a person is okay, small child may need less energy. No.
Yes, sir.
Suppose okay, for example, I will give you those person who work in the field and on the same time those who okay work in a office. So who will need more energy?
Those who work outside.
Yes, very good. That is why those who work outside, they need more energy. Okay. So let us move to another slide. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I told you this is okay. This kind of foods actually you need to have good health of mind and body. Okay.
Yes, sir.
If you have good health of mind and body, then
We can work well, sir.
yes, very not only you can work, but you can study well. You have good health of mind or body, then you can do whatever work you want to do. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So okay. So you can see this is cereals. Okay. So all these cereals means this is a type of actually a grain. This is cereals means a type of grain. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then this is sugar. Sugar is also very important. This also provides calorie. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So it is very important for our life. You hope all of you will be having tea or
Yes, sir. Every day we are having
yes, students. But then there are some students, some people, they are not able to have even this
tea. Sugar.
Okay, and they are deprived of that. So sugar also provides calorie, and if people are deprived of that, then what will happen? They may not get
Tea,
good
sir.
health.
Sugar.
Yes, good health,
Good
because
health.
sugar provides
Calorie.
Yes, very good. So you see here milk. This is also very important thing for our life. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this also provides what? Calories.
Calorie, sir.
So you need to have this okay milk also for your good health.
Good health.
If you are deprived of that, then according to this our poverty line of India, you are below poverty line.
Poverty.
That means if you are not able to afford to have this, that means you are considered poor. Yes, very good. So you see here, this is also very important. Every day you have every day you prepare good curries, okay?
Yes, sir.
So you need to have, what do you need for that?
Yeah, oil, sir.
Yes, well, if you want to fry, okay, fish, or if you want to cook meat, you need to have or even vegetables. Anything you want to cook, if you want to cook anything, you need to have oil. Without
Oil,
oil,
sir.
can you cook?
No, sir.
Yes, that is what we need, oil also. But there are some people, dear students, they are deprived of this also. Okay, so those are deprived of this also, they are also below poverty
Line.
and yes, or they are considered poor. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So as I told you, this is okay. This is pulse. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you need this one also, okay, for your good health, because all these provide calories
Calories.
for human beings.
Beings.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So okay, the next paragraph. So you see here, the accepted average calorie requirement in India is 2400 calories per person per day in rural areas. How much calories?
2,400.
Yes, 2400. So okay, 2400 calories per person per day in rural areas. That means in rural area, a person needs how much calories? 2400 for his survival. Then only he is healthy. He can work well. Very good. And 2100 calories per person per day in urban areas. So when if we compare rural areas and urban areas, who needs more calories?
The people who are in rural areas.
Very good. Since people living in rural areas engage themselves in more physical work, calorie requirement in rural areas are considered to be higher than in urban areas. I told you that no, before this paragraph, I gave you one example. No, those who work in the field, they need more
calories,
more energy. Okay, that is why they need more calories than urban areas. People. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So here we see another paragraph. The monetary expenditure per capita needed for buying these calorie requirements in terms of food grains, etc., is revised periodically, taking into consideration the rise in prices. So, dear students, here, what do you understand by this paragraph? So, here, that means if in urban areas, suppose things are very costly, then they have to increase the minimum level of basic requirements. Okay, they have to increase because things are costly in urban areas. Whereas in rural areas things are quite cheaper. Okay, that is why basic requirements of rural area and urban area varies. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So here see, on the basis of these calculations for the year 2011 and 12, the poverty line for a person was fixed at 800 rupees per month for rural areas and 1000 rupees for urban areas. So dear students, please pay attention.
Yes, sir.
As I told you that urban areas, they need more money. Why do they need more money? Because
Because things
Is
are
that-
very costly, sir.
Yes, so we see here, it is the poverty line, means poverty line is fixed for a person. 816 rupees per month, that was for only rural area, but 1000 rupees for urban areas,
areas.
okay. Despite less calorie requirement, the higher amount for urban areas has been fixed because high prices of many essential products in urban centers. As I told you earlier, that in urban areas things are quite costly. That is why the poverty line is, or money is per month 1000 rupees. A person should have 1000 rupees per month. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Whereas in a rural area, a person needs only 816 rupees per month for his survival. Yes. So here you see here, in this way, in the year 2011 and 12, a family of 5 members living in rural areas and earning less than about 4080 rupees per month will be below the poverty line. That means if a person in rural area is not able to earn 4080 rupees, then he is below poverty line. Okay. Whereas if a person in urban areas is if a person is not able to earn 5000 rupees in a month, not a person but a family, here 4000 rupees are five member of a family, okay, because one person needs 816 rupees. If we multiply that with 5 members, it comes 4080 rupees. So in urban areas, 1000 rupees per person. If we multiply with 5 members, it becomes 5000. So that is what, okay.
Yes, sir.
So I have made, okay. This you can look at this map of India. So once again I have mentioned here per capita. Per capita means per person. Per person 4000 actually for a person 816 rupees. So per family will be 4080 rupees for rural areas and 5000 for 5% in urban areas. Okay. So are you getting the point, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. So as I told you here, okay, a similar family in the urban areas would need a minimum of 5000 rupees per month to meet the basic requirements. The poverty line is estimated periodically, normally every 5 years, by conducting sample surveys. Okay, so to know how much, okay, poverty line, who is below poverty line or above poverty line, every 5 years survey is conducted. Okay, survey is conducted to know how many people are, okay, below poverty line and above poverty line. Are you getting the point, students?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So this is the graph I have made for you, okay, so that
Yes,
you will
sir.
have better understanding. So you see here, rural area, it shows 4080 rupees. So you can see the graph how like, okay, urban area they need 5000 rupees per month, family of 5 members. So this is for you better understanding, and this was this poverty line was of 2011 and
12.
Very good. So hope you are understanding, students.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So once again I told you that these surveys are carried out by the National Sample Survey Organization. However, for making comparisons between developing countries, many international organizations like the World Bank use a uniform standard for the poverty line. minimum availability of the equivalent of this is 1.90 per person per day, that is of United States. Okay, so we see here that there are some organizations like World Bank, they form a standard, uniform standard for the poverty line. Okay, that is based, that is for international level. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so here we see here, you see here, it is $1.90 is equal to, in Indian rupees, how much?
138 rupees.
Yes, 138.43 rupees.
Rupees.
Okay, India. That is the, so that is why I told you in the beginning that the basic requirements of poverty line differs from country to country and place to
Place.
place. Yes, very good. So dear students, there are some questions before we end our class. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so that I know whether you have understood the topic or not, or how much you have grasped. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So first question: do poverty line differ from country to country? From is missing, dear students. Okay, from is missing. Do poverty line differ from country to country?
Yes, sir.
Yes. How?
You gave the example of car, sir.
Very good. Okay. So I can understand now. Okay, you remember. Okay, very good. So you have grasped the topic. Okay, that point. So next question: when a person is considered poor?
Yeah, when he's not having the basic requirements.
Yes, below poverty
line.
Suppose I gave you example now that when a person in rural area, he has to have how many rupees per month?
816 rupees.
And if he is not able to have 816 rupees, then he is considered poor, and
Yes,
he
sir.
is below poverty line. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So how much rupees was fixed for the minimum requirement of person of rural area?
816 rupees. Sir.
Very good. So by and large you have understood the topic, dear students. So I would like to give homework, okay, before we end our class.
Yes, sir.
So homework is, okay, what do you mean by poverty line? Write about in 500 words.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
students?
Yes, sir.
Okay, students. So have a nice day. Thank you for paying attention, okay?
Thank you, sir.
Very good.